the Divine Mercy. Oh, die. In the vision of the 20th of June 1935, our divine Saviour Jesus called the rays in the image the rays of mercy. Explained their meaning in another vision. He said that they stand for blood and water which came out when his side was pierced by a soldier on the cross to make sure he was dead. Don't say that, of course, but when we read a book, we'll be telling what it is. We won't be just leaving it blank like what the Jesuits do. This is confirmed in the scriptures, as he has already been mentioned. In order to reflect this, the colour of the rays must be exactly as Sister Maria Faustina described in her diary, red and pale. Red and white. What are you talking about, pale? It is a mistake to depict the latter ray as white. It is white. Both the visions and the biblical context clearly speak about a pale ray. So they're gone astray, these. The devotion has nothing in common with Polish nationalism. Who said it had nothing to do with it? It happened in Poland, which suffered greatly at the hand of the Germans, their war, and the communists in Russia. They didn't know anything about anything, these people. Nothing was ever written by Sister Maria Faustina to make us suppose that the rays stand for the Polish national colours. Here they are. And they're very wicked the way they sort of describe Poland. It suffered so greatly. Did they mention it? Not at all. St. Thomas Aquinas, oh no, they're quoting him, without Jesuit, I presume. In Summa Theologica, associated blood and water symbolized by the rays with the sacrament of baptism and the Eucharist. Sacraments of the Church get power from Christ's suffering. It is the power that is joined with us, land of us, and acts in us when we receive Holy Communion. They said the sacraments, but Holy Communion and other. As a sign of this, blood and water came out from Jesus' side. We know that on the cross. One of them stands for baptism, the other for the Eucharist, the two most important sacraments. Well, we leave it at that, so we will. The Lord. I'm never too kind to these Jesuits the way they write things. They depart from what's actually described. And I'm going to read. I'm going to just read a bit of this. This is a lad getting a confession. The priest there and our Saviour, Jesus, our divine Saviour behind. The priest is acting in the place of Jesus. But it's Jesus that gives the absolution, though the priest gives it, but that's one of the great gifts that priests have. And of course, this is the diary. And what does it say? It says the diary of Saint Maria Faustina Kowalska. A proper title, I think. Not cutting it short like what these ones do. Sister Faustina, surname. Diary 1602. When I visit Poland, please God, to visit all these great shrines. And I'd have to find out what exactly Pope John Paul II, when he made Saint Maria Faustina Kolaski a saint, what was the title, the full title that she was given. Diary 1603. Today the Lord said to me, Daughter, when you go to confession, the sacrament of confession, to this fountain of my mercy, the blood and water which came forth from my heart always flows down upon your soul and ennobles it. Every time you go to confession, immerse yourself entirely in my mercy with great trust, so that the confessional, with great trust, so that it may pour the bounty of my grace upon your soul. That's lovely. This is what we want to hear. And this is what they'll hear when we get established as a Christian TV Ireland. We will produce a book about Sister Maria Faustina Kolaski, but we'll determine what precisely when she was made a saint. I mean, saints are given their first name and whatever it is their second name is, or the name that they took when they took holy order. So we have to, we'll check on all these matters before we proceed. But we'll concentrate on Sister Maria Faustina Kolaski and her diaries and that kind of thing. And we won't be yapping about Polish nationalism or anything like that. We just stick to the facts. Bye now. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope it clears up a bit.